Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to start off by moisturising my face with this NARS oil-free moisturiser just to kind of hydrate that skin for the winter period. And my next choice, which I love using at the moment, is the Nivea Aftershave Balm. This is a great primer to set your makeup for the rest of the day. This I haven't used for a while, but it's my Natural Collections correction stick, and this will be used just to kind of neutralise and take away all that redness that's underneath my eyes. I get this every so often, so it's really good to use if you find that you need a bit more of a neutralising base. It's so cheap and it's vegan as well, so it's cruelty free, but for $1.99 it does really well. I have used the Max Factor one in the past, but to be honest they're both just as good. So if you're looking for something that just takes away that tired, sallow skin, I guess, this is a really good thing to have for $1.99. I'd recommend it. So next up, this is my standard eye priming base. Now I use this now also around my eyebrows because I tend to do my brows first. I've just fallen into a habit where I find it's a lot easier. Like, I just don't know, I love it. It's much more easier. And plus when I do my eyebrows at the end of my makeup routine, I feel lazy, like I just don't want to do them. So I do this now and I use my eye base from MAC. This is in Soft Ochre. So this is there to really kind of help when I do my foundation around my newly done brows. And of course, standard as anything, I will be using my Soap and Glory Archery Brow Pencil. This is brilliant. It's a huge dupe for Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. I think it's called Brow Wiz. It's just as good, and they always have a 3 for 2 deal on in Boots, so it's definitely good to have a little look and see. The colour range is brilliant. It's very basic, but it suits most colours, and you can build it up with shadow if you really prefer. But the consistency is just brilliant. Like, it works really well. I find that it lasts a hell of a lot of the time, meaning that I would probably buy one of these every 2-3 months maybe. And I apply my brows every single day, so this is something that's pretty good for my makeup collection. And if you're looking for something that's inexpensive, definitely check it out. This colour is in Hot Chocolate. I believe they do a blonde and they also do a fair. So definitely check it out in any Boots near you. I haven't done this for a while, but this is also my kind of contouring and sculpting of my brows. It's kind of just making much more of a sharper look, especially if you're using a pencil. I find it's a lot easier than having to maybe do your brows with a brush, but it just neatens them up a little bit more. It just makes it a bit more of a neater, kind of more sharper look, I guess. I don't always do it, but it's nice to do every once in a while. And I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer in SX5, I believe, and just a simple concealer brush. Now this looks so rank, I'm sorry, but it's been around near my eyelash glue. Now I use this religiously now. I love it. It's better than the Benefit one, and it just does the job. It's the L'Oreal Plump Eyebrow Gel. Whack it on, makes the eyebrows look like there are more of them. Job done. Now, of course, and I'm so sorry, but then going back to Makeup Geek, eyeshadows, I'm obsessed with them. They're just really good eyeshadows. Now this is the Chickadee. I haven't used this colour in a long time, but I absolutely love it just for a winter kind of transition colour. And I'm of course applying my sticky tape, which I get from Tiger for £1. I know, absolute bargain, but honestly it is brilliant. I don't use anything like tape or any kind of masking tape or anything else. Just use post-it note sticky kind of corner edge page things. They just work just as well, so definitely check it out, any kind of Tiger near you or any shops that has stationery that will also supply them. Now I'm using this colour and blending it in. I go in quite a lot back and forth because it's quite a sharp colour, and I use a separate brush to kind of blend it out. Now this is my favourite brush I've purchased recently, and I'm using the colour Preppy, also by Makeup Geek, quite an olive toned brown colour. This brush is brilliant. I have been looking for a brush like this for a long time. It is a brilliant crease brush. It fits perfectly, like perfectly into my crease, and it creates a really deep and depth colour, which I find really hard with any kind of other brushes that are a lot bigger. This is just a perfect shape. Now I go in back and forth. I then also go back to my big fluffy brush and just kind of blend it out just to kind of make it more even as well. Now this is, again, another Makeup Geek. I'm so sorry, but I absolutely love it. This is in Kryptonite. This is a beautiful colour, and I use the Fix Plus spray just to kind of set the colour alone. It makes it a lot more pigmented, a lot more bold, and it stays on a lot better. It doesn't transfer as much as what the normal pigment would do without any Fix Plus on it. But this is beautiful. Like, it's so autumny, it's so pretty, and it's a pigment, so I find they last a hell of a lot longer. This is also another new purchase. It is the Luxe Precise Shader. Now, I love it for my inner crease, and I think it's also brilliant for something like if you're doing a smoky eye and you wanted to do the outer V of your eye. Taking off that tape. Look, see, this is the thing. Always do your shadow before your foundation, because look at all that fallout. It's always going to happen, eh? It's always going to happen. Just taking it away a little bit with my makeup remover. And of course, I just want to go back in with that kind of olive green tone by Preppy, and just kind of build that colour up a little bit more and just make that transition a lot more smoother by also blending out the 3 colours as well. Now, going into my classic Rimmel eyeliner. This stuff is brilliant, and I use also a Makeup Forever Aqua Seal, which is kind of something that you put on shadows to make them into gels. This just makes a dried up gel liner a lot more softer and pliable. And I'm going in with I believe, an angle brush by Zoeva. This actually was before my eyebrow brush, but I believe it's brilliant now for an eyeliner brush, which I never really got on with, but I've learnt to love it and I've learnt to play around with it, and it works really well. But I'm putting it onto the bottom lash of my bottom lash, and also I'm just making a liner. If any of you guys want to see a liner video, then please let me know. I am more than willing to show you. I have definitely experienced in my time of freelancing that every eye shape is bloody tricky, so I can give you the guidance and the advice into how to apply the best liner. Going back in with Preppy with that beautiful brush and just kind of transitioning and shading out my bottom liner. Now, this was a bit different. I bought this ages ago and I thought I'd give it a go. It is a eyeliner brush, or eye pencil I should say, from Zoeva, and I just put both colours, black and that kind of sort of emerald turquoise on the bottom, just to bring a bit more green into the eyes. Green is brilliant for brown eyes, so I thought I'd just bump up a bit more and make it a bit more bold. Of course, standard, going in with my Kiko liner. Now, I nowadays don't use any liquid liners. I use pen liners just to go on my inside. I don't like bold liners on the inside nowadays. I like a real sort of thin feline flick, if that makes any sense. But it just makes my eyes especially a lot more neater and nicer. Standard, as per usual. I need to really get into another mascara, I must admit. I feel like I'm using and abusing this mascara to the cows come home. But this is the L'Oreal False Lash Technique. I may be wrong, but you guys know what it is. It is a beautiful mascara. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't kind of leave you panda eyes. It applies on beautifully. You know, it's just a holy grail for me, and I absolutely love it. But I apply this to the top and to the bottom. Only a fair little bit, just because I am applying false lashes as per usual in a bit. But it's just to kind of keep the base and kind of give that even look throughout your kind of eye with a bit of lash, with a bit of mascara. I'm just going to drag on a little bit more. So I'm going back in with that pen, which again comes in handy when you want to kind of neaten up those flicks a little bit more. I got these for free by buying something in Beauty Crowd in Cardiff. I'm not a big fan of elf lashes, but they will do, and they looked alright for the part. And I'm of course using my Revlon eyelash glue, holy grail, like eyelash glue, and it costs like £4 or £5 on Amazon / eBay maybe. But I absolutely love it. It makes your lashes stick on. And of course I'm going back through to any areas on those lashes that show a little bit white glue and just making sure that they're hidden. Now, my face is now tacky enough now using that Nivea primer, and I'm going with the Dior Air Flash, which I love, apart from getting it in my hair all the freaking time. But this foundation is amazing. Like, it's so good. It's lasted me since like February, which is really good. I haven't used it every day, I must admit, but any day that I really fancy a really lightweight foundation, I applied this, and it smells really good. You know by now, guys, that I love a good smelling foundation, and it smells really nice, but it applies on beautifully. It is a great coverage for something that's so light and little, but it's quite dewy. I definitely recommend it if you want to invest in a very high-end foundation as such. It's definitely not cheap as it is, but as I say, it applies really well. I'd recommend not putting it onto your face, even though it says spray onto your face to get the perfect coverage. Just spray a little bit onto, I would do is my chin, and then spread it out, and then I'd spray onto the brush head and then apply it on that way. I just find it's a lot easier, and it doesn't mean you get it into your hair or you don't get it like all across your forehead. It's just a lot more easier to apply, I must admit. But I'm applying this with my Zoeva. I believe it's a soft foundation to find a brush. I don't know. It's a good brush. Now this is my Holy Grail concealer. I think a lot of my stuff at the moment is Holy Grail, but a lot of people would agree with me. This is a fantastic concealer. I've actually converted one of my good friends to buying this, and she has been thankful for my great advice. But it's just a fantastic concealer. I'm applying it, and I'm going to go in exactly with a, it's not a concealer brush, it's actually a Zoeva highlighting brush, but it works perfectly. It gets in between those corners of my eyes, and it just applies my concealer really nicely. But blending all in, making sure it's all perfectly smooth. Of course, going in with the skin finish in, I can't remember, like Escapade. Just making sure I'm setting those areas that will crease. I crease a hell of a lot underneath my eyes, so this is a great chance to kind of set it as much as you can. Another new brush, I know, so many brushes. Now this is the Luxe Finish brush by Zoeva. I bought it thinking it'd be a brilliant contouring kind of bronzing brush, and it is. I've been won over by it. I absolutely love it. It's so soft, and it's so pretty, and it's so smooth. That's what I wanted to get out of the brush, is something that's very light. And of course going in my classic contouring, because why not? The great thing about this brush, the new one, is that I can use it to blend out any kind of contouring as well. It just applies nicely. But I'm contouring those edges as much as possible. Not everyone loves a good contour, but I do. So I'm going to go fully in. I like a good contour. Some days I don't, some days I do, but 99.9% of the time I love a bit of contouring. Now this is a really old school blush. I believe it's Life's a Peach by Sleek, but it's a really pretty one. I'm not into my pinks. I like a good peach or orangey blush. And just to even and cover and smooth out all those edges, I'm going in again with that like Escapade and making it all nice and neat. Standard highlighter as per. I think I will be hopefully changing that soon if I get the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. But this is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. Just going into all those classic places and highlighting as much as possible. I believe it's quite a good one to have for the winter period. It's just nice and light and airy. Now this is a lip liner by MAC, and it's by MAC, and it's called Cherry. I love this colour. I'm not really into my bluey kind of reds, but I do like it. Though I do layer this with also by MAC Lady Danger. This is a fantastic one. My first red from MAC was actually Ruby Woo. Never again. Love this colour. It's my favourite red for the winter and all year round, I guess. And that is that. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. It's been a bit of a quick one. I don't know if I've done this before, but I just liked the idea of it, and I thought I'd record it for you guys just to kind of really enjoy. Please let me know if you enjoy this. I have a few other videos also coming up soon. Every so often I'll fancy doing a video, and I believe I may be having a contour video coming up because it's been highly requested by many. So thank you so much for watching. Please like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you want to watch any more of my videos and to keep up to date. Hope you have a lovely evening or afternoon or day wherever you are, and I shall speak to you guys soon. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.